Okay, so I have two questions. One is asking me if I am open about my sexuality and what was my coming out story, and the second one was what are some of my favorite blogs. So, to answer the first question, I am out. I've been out since I was 15. I came out in the beginning of 10th grade. The first person I told I thought I was gay, I told in ninth grade, but I'd always known that I was gay since I was a little kid. Um, it was never something that I didn't know I was struggling with. So, whenever I told my mom, I was, by the time I told my mom, I already told like 20 of my friends, like people had already known, so I was talking to my mom about two of my gay cousins. I have a gay second cousin and I have a lesbian first cousin, and I was talking to her about them, just asking how they were doing, but I only asked about them. So it got really quiet. We were driving back home, and she just like looked at me and she was like, "Do you need to tell me something?" And I was kind of like, what do you mean?" And she said, "Are you gay?" And I said, "I think I might be. I'm not sure what I'm feeling." And she said, "That's okay, because I've always kind of figured that you were." And so she was really cool with it. She was very okay. She was awesome about it. She helped me with like figuring it out and everything. She was just really worried for me because I was 15 saying that I thought I was gay. And the only big thing that she had to say about it was that she didn't want me to like come out saying I was gay and then changing my mind later on in life. But I knew that that wasn't going to happen, so I like assured her that I was a few months later, and she's always been really cool about it. My dad, he actually didn't tell my dad. How he figured out was I was texting one of my best friends, the first girl that I told I was gay. She was dating this guy. This is a really weird story. Anyways, she was dating this guy at the time. I was texting her, and her boyfriend, who I was friends with, went through the text messages. He found out I was gay, and like was like, "Oh my god, he's gay! Like, what the fuck, faggot?" He's like this redneck I hate now. Anyways, he was like, "Oh, faggot." And so he told his cousin. His cousin lived across Georgia in Camden, which is where I went to high school, senior year. Anyways, that doesn't matter. Okay, so he told his cousin. His cousin was best friends with my dad's girlfriend's son at the time, and her son told her, and she told my dad. She thought that my dad knew, like everyone thought that the other person knew. And so whenever it finally got back to my dad, he called my mom and he was like, "What am I hearing about Walker like being gay?" And she called me and she was like, "Your father knows that you're gay, or that your father knows basically." And so I called him and I was like, "Hey dad." And he was just like, he was really upset actually. He started like crying and stuff because he was really upset that I didn't tell him that he had to find out through other people. And he was just really reassuring. He said that he would love me no matter what. He would accept me for who I was. And ever since then, I've been open to my parents. Both my parents have helped me out with relationships I've been in since I did come out at 15. They helped me like date and everything. Like my mom would take me to go see a boyfriend, or my dad would also, and so they're really cool about it. My grandparents on both sides know. It's on my Facebook and everything. I'm open about it. If somebody asks me, I'll tell them that I am gay and everything, but I try not to be really too like upfront with it. I don't just tell people, "Hey, I'm Walker, I'm gay." But yeah, I'm open. I'm proud to be who I am and everything. So that's my coming out story, and I'm really fortunate for my story because I know a lot of people aren't as fortunate as I am, and I just always hope that if like anybody needs to talk about it about anything, like about being gay, about how to come out to your parents and everything, that they can come to me and talk to me. I might not be that much of help because my story was so easy, but I'm still here to talk if anyone ever needs to. So that's my soapbox for that. Now, the second question was, what are some of my favorite Tumblrs, I guess? Yeah, what are some of my favorite blogs? I'm just going to say ones that I know off the top of my head, people who I actually talk to and interact over Tumblr. I love Milfshake. Her name's Rain. She's amazing. I've talked to her for a while now. Somebody who I'm like really enjoying right now is Sex Lies and Bow Ties. He's awesome. He's a really sweet guy. Who else is there? I mean, I have a lot of friends who have Tumblr, and whenever somebody asks me, like, what are some of my favorite blogs and everything, I try not to say their names just because I feel like that's really, like, I don't know. If I say one person's name, then another friend of mine might get offended. So I just try not to say, like, people who actually personally know their blogs. But that's a lot of people who I do love their blogs. Anyways, people that I don't actually know, I've met over Tumblr, like, I don't know, people that are coming to mind are Love to Mara or Maria. I don't remember URLs easily. She's really cool. She's very sweet also. Monoxide, I love her because I love her hair. I like Districts. Hang on. I hope this is recording. I'm going to go through my top 9 right now. Number 1 is Sex Lies and Bow Ties. 2 is Tongue Tickle His Pickle. I know her in person. 3 is Jarhead. He's really cool. I really like his blog. 4th is Love Tomorrow. I already said her. 5th one is Jillian's. 6th is Milfshake. 7th is Anne Hathaway, Anne Hathawill. 8th is Soothe. And number 9 is Districts. So I really like all those blogs, obviously, since I always like and reblog their stuff. But yeah, if you want to know any cool blogs or anything to follow, just follow the people I reblog, and you'll get there. Yeah, so thank you for the questions.